Would you have ever wondered why a woman you like had not opened up about her feelings for you? Knowing whether someone in whom you are interested in is hiding their emotions is as tricky as it is frustrating. Nonetheless, deciphering her subtle signals to know what she is about can be a confusing and frustrating experience. Before we continue, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe to our channel for updates on further discussions around personal development, confidence and stoicism. In this video, we explore the romantic signals and the signs and ways you can tell that she actually desires you. From lingering glances to playful teasing, subtle things often say much more than words ever could. Body language, tone of voice, and conversation style she may use to indicate her feelings will be what we discuss next. Reading these signals does not merely involve understanding her intentions and putting them down on a list, it is about how you nurture that deeper connection and act on your romantic instincts. Well, why is it important to know such signals? Well, not only should such traits give away the rather complex attraction triangle, but being able to spot hidden signals of attraction can also help towards building a stronger connection between the two individuals. Either you are seeking love or just trying to understand where your friend stands. Just stay tuned for elements that might just reveal her true feelings for you. First of all, let's understand what desire really is. Desire is a powerful force in any romantic relationship and is often the initial spark of attraction that leads to emotional attachment. In other words, desire refers to the wanting of an emotional connection, intimacy, and love with another person. Desire is influential over how we relate to one another, such as our choices and behaviors toward those who we have feelings for. There is a difference between overt and covert expressions of desire we ought to bear in mind while contemplating how love can be expressed. Overt expression tends to be straightforward and clear, involving verbal affirmations of emotional attraction or the person moving closer to you through touch. Such signals typically offer little room for ambiguity and may help to reinforce a comforting sense of certainty within the relationship. While covert expressions are subtler, as can include body language and fleeting gazes or even how someone chooses to engage in conversation. These hidden signals may paint as powerful a picture, though they tend to necessitate a well-trained eye. Usually, desire shares so much in common with attraction since they are often based on chemistry, shared interests, emotional alignment, etc. This understanding would help you handle the complex aspects of relationships that are built on attraction and desire. Recognizing other people's attraction allows us to have a better understanding of the dynamics and allows us to initiate relevant communication within the context of romance, thus bettering our romantic lives. Signs she might be hiding her desire. Picking up on the signs that she may have feelings for you, especially when she may not want to admit them outright, is half the charm. The first and most critical sign would altogether revolve around body language. Watch her lean closer during conversations, hold her gaze a while longer, or try to match her movements with yours. This communication suggests that she might be falling for you. Social dynamics can greatly affect one's acts and signs of desire. For instance, she could be quite unwilling to express feelings in a group setting, especially if she hasn't made up her mind on how you feel or fears her friends will judge her. This would create a bash of both overt and covert signals, thus quite important to read the fine print in language and behavior. Things that will go unnoticed are that she laughs a little louder than others at your jokes and initiates and keeps conversations alive. She could also find a reason to touch you with a playful nudge or a light tap on the arm. These signs will be more telling than otherwise, as these tiny attempts could be powerful indicators of unvoiced feelings. By learning to observe these signs, you can do wonders to understand her emotional state and even create a setting where she feels safe enough to express her deepest desires to you. A small but common fear is the fear of rejection. This fear can hold people back, stopping them from expressing their true feelings because they don't want to risk feeling vulnerable or make a fool of themselves. The nervousness related to being turned down can force one to go into a nothing pains or keeps cool shell. Past experiences could heavily influence how a person approaches love in the present. The more traumatic the love affair turned out to be, to the point of getting totally knocked down, the more the person can be cautious, before opening up to anything new on the romantic front. Past agony can cast an invisible shield, like trusting others or indulging their desires is weighed heavier than usual. Thus they prefer hiding the attraction instead of courting future pain. An important determining factor is self-esteem. When a woman has self-esteem issues, she may struggle to believe that she is deserving of love and affection. As a result, women often choose to suppress their desires and emotions as a precautionary measure. They might feel overly vulnerable being open about feelings, which smells like justification or proof for further reluctance to act upon their attraction. Understanding these psychological dynamics helps explain why someone might feel ashamed of their feelings. This awareness can lead to more compassionate and thoughtful interactions from everyone involved. How to sum up her interest? To understand her feelings without being intrusive, it's important to take a cautious approach while creating a comfortable and safe environment. Creating an open and relaxed mood is usually best achieved by keeping things informal and free of pressure. Be it an easy coffee date or a casual outing with some friends, keep in mind to create an environment where she feels relaxed enough to let her feelings out. Her actions in a social setting speaks volumes about her interest in you. Particular attention must be paid to her interaction level with you and the intensity she exhibits in your presence over just being with others. Such barely noticeable signals could uncover much of what she feels without taking the risk, for which you would want surety. Another good plan is to ask her open-ended questions about her thoughts and feelings. Questions that encourage her to express her interests, experiences, and values in relationships rather than simple yes or no questions would be perfect. This promotes further chatting and allows her to express her feelings in a more natural way. For example, you might ask her, "What do you appreciate in a partner?" That could open a more revealing window into what she desires. A comfortable atmosphere and being attentive to her responses will reveal what she thinks and gauge her interest without putting her in an awkward situation. Taking action, on the other hand, making a move can be thrilling and nerve-wracking at the same time if you sense she might have romantic feelings for you. The first step is to cultivate the courage to self-disclose your feelings. Being vulnerable is a scary thing, but it creates a safe zone for her to express herself. For example, you could start by telling her, "I always enjoy hanging out with you. I appreciate having you in my life." After this, try and bring up mutual attraction. "I've been feeling we have a connection. I'd love to know how you feel about it." This sounds a lot like an invitation for her to open up her feelings with none but the most minimum pressure, allowing for genuine communication. Nevertheless, it is important to respect her boundaries and feelings throughout this process. Should she appear hesitant or apprehensive, give her all the time and space she may need to process her thoughts. After all, everyone has their pace where matters of the heart are concerned. Patience and understanding show her that you care about her feelings, which creates a strong trail to trust forming in your relationship. Taking action sensitively smartens up for us a bit more mutual connection and understanding deeper in chemistry. Conclusion: this video explored the intriguing concept of hidden desire and how to recognize signs if someone has feelings for you or not, even if they're very cautious about it. We talked about the ways to gauge interest through body language, subtle cues, and social dynamics, to name just a few. We covered how open communication promotes a deeper connection and mutual understanding of feelings. So as you go on fostering your relationships, bear in mind the take-home messages. Read her reactions in every square, create a comfortable environment to allow for open conversations, and feel free to share your own feelings. This process, if smoothly carried out, could set the ground for gauging interests and strengthening bonds. We hope this was an enjoyable and insightful discussion. You can subscribe to our channel for much more relationship advice, attraction and communication based. Feel welcome to like this video and share it over to friends who might find these insights useful. This is the way you help us produce content that resonates with you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.